been absolutely terrifying. We've been here just for a few days with the children on holiday, and we got a call very late last night from the villa company that we'd rented from, saying we had to get out immediately because there was a huge fire. We threw ourselves into the car, drove down the tiny narrow path in the direction that we were told to drive towards, and immediately turned a corner and came up against flames literally on the side of the road. We tried to turn around, car went into a ditch, so we had to run a sort of a mile up the other direction. It was the only other direction we could go to, with flames incredibly nearby and huge fires on both sides of the road. We were very lucky. We came to another villa which had a couple of members of the family who owned it. They're all vineyards and forests in the area that we're staying in. They were sort of voluntary fire workers, and so they took us in and told us to stay inside. And my husband went out to help, because what the problem was is the villa was surrounded by fires on both sides, and a third fire, in fact. So that we were on all sides, these huge blazes with the wind changing direction, and they just were hoping that the wind would drive the fires perpendicularly on either side of the house that we were in and not in our direction. They were very worried about sparks that were coming, and so my husband and the other men there were walking around with buckets of water, putting them out amongst this incredibly thick smoke. We were trying to contact the fire authorities, but the people that we were with said that no one would come for where we are, because they were focused on the town and the bigger population areas. But it was very, very, very frightening, because the flames were very thick and very fierce and very close, and it was. I just didn't know how we were going to get out at one point, because the road in one direction was blocked with flames and we couldn't get to the car, and in the other direction they closed it off completely and it went up into the mountains, but they'd closed it off because of the fire. So our only option, we were told by the people that we were with, was to run into the hills. But we'd seen wild boar as we were running through this area, and it was all completely dark, obviously, or to jump into the swimming pool. So we were literally Googling what to do